Welcome, everyone. I am here in the Dominican Republic in Punta Cana, and it's 29 degrees, and we're going to have a chair yoga experience here. We're seated on our chair now in neutral mountain pose. Our legs are relaxed, our knees are over the ankles, our shoulders are above our hips. And because we're in the grounding and centering part of the class, I invite you to softly close your eyes. Begin to focus on your breath as it is today, in and out through the nostrils. Without changing it, just observing if you're holding any tension anywhere in your body. Let the shoulders roll down and back. To elongate our breath now, to transition to a slower, deeper breath, in and out through the nostrils, slowly inhaling. Slowly exhaling. In and out through the nostrils. We'll move forward on our chair seat now to allow for more movement in our lower body. Reestablish the neutral mountain pose. Knees over ankles, shoulders above hips. Chest is open and lifted. Slowly inhaling as we turn the head to one side, slowly exhaling as we gently turn the head to the other side, warming up the neck slowly, side to side, inhaling, slowly exhaling. Now we're going to begin to stretch the side of our neck. We allow the ear to come towards the shoulders remain down and stationary, and the weight of the head stretches the side of the neck. We're inhaling, slowly exhaling, just letting the neck stretch, releasing into it. Inhaling, slowly exhaling. And if you want to intensify, take the arm on that same side, push it back so the palm is facing backwards. This intensifies the stretch on the side of the neck. Same side with the arm. And we repeat the same on the other side, ear coming over. Moving into our gentle torso twist, we inhale, arms float up above, and as we exhale, fingertips come to the outside of the opposite leg. We inhale, elevate the arms, rotate the torso, float the fingertips down to the outside of the other leg. Inhale, lifting, rotating, and exhale, floating fingertips down to the outside of the leg. Inhale, elevate, rotate, and exhale, floating the arms gently down. Inhaling, slowly exhaling to the other side. Inhaling up above. Exhaling, floating fingertips to the outside of the opposite leg. And now inhale and exhale down to center. From here we move into more intensity. We inhale, the arms go up above. And on the exhale, we twist a little further. Fingertips come to the side edge of the chair. We inhale, elevate the arms, rotate the torso, float the fingertips down to the other side of the chair. Inhaling, tall torso, rotating, floating fingertips down to the other side of the chair. Inhale, elevate, rotate, and exhale, floating fingertips down. Inhale, tall torso, turning to the opposite side, floating the arms gently on the exhale. Inhale, elevate, rotate, and exhale, soften the fingertips down, touching the side of the chair. Inhaling, slowly exhale to center and breathe. Slowly coming up to standing now in mountain pose beside our chair. Tadasana pose. We're tall through the spine, our chest is open and lifted, our shoulders are down and back, our neck is long but relaxed, and our chin is tucked back in. The arms are relaxed alongside the body. And now we begin to connect again with our slower, deeper breath in and out through the nostrils. We bring our awareness back to our facial features, noticing any tension that has crept in, that space between the eyebrows, the eyeballs, and the jaw. Allow everything to be soft and released. And now we bring our awareness to the soles of our feet. And we imagine 4 points on the sole of each foot. 1 point where the big toe joins to the sole of the foot. Another point where the baby toe joins to the sole of the foot. And 1 point on either side of the heel. 4 points on the bottom of each foot, drilling down strongly into the surface below. You're standing in mountain pose, in Tadasana pose, feeling strong and stable. We're coming now into our weekly posture work. As you know, we do this each week to open up and stretch through the chest, to allow the shoulders to come down and back, and thus we avoid any slumping of the back, any dowager's hump from forming. It's called the YTWL flow. So we're tall through the spine. We inhale, we lift our arms into a Y-shaped position up above. And as we exhale, we pull the shoulders back. We inhale, soften forward, and exhale, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, softening forward, and exhale, draw the shoulders back. Inhale, soften forward, and then float the arms down. Now we bring the arms into a T-shaped position. As we inhale, we're tall through the spine. As we exhale, we draw the shoulders back, trying to touch the shoulder blades together behind. Inhale, soften forward, and exhale, stretch the chest, pull the shoulder blades together tightly behind. Inhale, soften forward, and exhale, shoulder blades pulling tightly together behind. Inhale, soften forward, and float the arms down. Now we form the W shape with our arms. The elbows are apart from the body. The palms are open forward. We inhale tall, and exhale, tightly pull the shoulder blades together behind. Inhale, soften forward, and exhale, stretching your chest, pulling shoulders back, blades are together. Inhale, soften forward, and exhale, stretching tightly behind. Inhale, soften forward, float the arms down. Now we come to the last part, the L-shaped arms, elbows against the side body, 90-degree bend at the elbows. We're tall as we inhale, and as we exhale, we just round the shoulders back gently. Inhale, soften, and exhale, stretch the chest, draw the shoulders towards the back. Inhale, softening, and exhale, stretching, rounding shoulders back. Inhale, soften forward, and float the arms down. We're standing beside our chair now and preparing for our balance pose, which is standing eagle pose. We start in mountain pose. We cross one ankle over the other. The weight is equally in both feet. We're tall through the spine, but softness in the knees. And now we can also use our Bhu Mudra, which we are doing in the month of April, BHU Mudra, Mother Earth Mudra. The ring finger and baby finger are curled in towards the palm with the tip of the thumb on top of them, and the middle finger and index fingers are pointing up. Now we bring the elbows, the forearms, and the hands together right out in front of the chest. We inhale, slightly elevate the elbows, and exhale in a small movement, elbows drop down. Inhale, lifting elbows. Exhale, softly, elbows dropping down a few inches. One more time, inhaling, slowly exhaling. And now we release gracefully from the pose, and we set up on the other side. The other ankle comes over. You may use the chair just for a little support with your fingers while you get set up. We do the Bhu Mudra again. We set up the arms exactly the same way. Forearms are together, wrists are together. We inhale, slightly elevate the elbows, and exhale, float the elbows slightly down. Inhaling, slowly exhaling. Inhaling, slowly exhaling, and then gracefully release from the pose. And now we come to version 2 of Standing Eagle Pose. We bring our side body over to touch the side edge of the back of the chair. We continue to rest 2 or 3 fingers on the chair back while you establish the balance leg, which is the one closest to the chair, and there's softness in the knee of the balance leg. The other leg we lift and cross over above the knee, knee above knee. Knees are softened, as are the hips. The foot of the leg which is above is wrapped around the back leg of the chair for assistance in the balance. Once you feel stable, release the arms open and then begin to fold the arms at the elbow, placing one elbow inside the elbow with the back of the hands together. We stand now and inhale, lifting the elbows up slightly, and exhale, softening the elbows down in a small movement. Inhale, elevate elbows, and exhale, soften elbows. Inhaling one more time and soften, and then release from the pose. And we do the same thing on the other side of the chair. Now remember, if this version is not for you, this level of intensity, you may stay with version 1. Otherwise, we establish the balance leg on the other side. We lift the other leg, knee above knee, softness in the knees and hips. We fold the arms. This time the other elbow is inside and the backs of the hands are together. We inhale, softly elevate the bent elbows up and slowly release the bent elbows down. It's a small movement, inhaling, lifting, and exhale, softening elbows. Inhaling and exhaling, and then gracefully unwind from the pose and stand and breathe. Now, Warrior 2 pose is ahead. First, we'll try it seated across the width of the chair seat, and then we'll try it standing afterwards. If the width of the chair seat is too wide for your stature, you can turn the chair on an angle so that you use the space across the corner of the chair instead. If you're okay with the width of the chair or the chair on an angle using the corner, we establish the front leg. The front leg has the knee over the ankle, and the chair is in behind the bent leg. The back leg, which is on another track, so you've got a wide base, has softness in the knee, but the leg is extended behind. The shoulders are above the hips, the chest is lifted. And now, in order to move from this position into Warrior 2, We rotate the hips and the shoulders. We open up the leg of the back leg so that the hip is open and the foot comes to a 90-degree angle. We lift our arms into a T position. We turn our head and look over the middle finger of the front hand. From Warrior Two position, we turn over the palm and the front hand, bend backwards looking up at the palm, Exalted Warrior. Inhale to Warrior Two, keeping that back shoulder aligned. And then exhale, fold the front arm, rest it on the thigh, and sweep the other arm alongside the ear in a long line from ankle to wrist. Inhale, sweep the arm around to Warrior Two. And then exhale, turn the front palm over, lean back, stretching the front body in Exalted Warrior. Inhaling, align in Warrior Two, and exhale, sweeping the long arm alongside the head in an extended side angle. Inhaling, Warrior Two. Exhaling, Exalted Warrior. Inhaling to Warrior Two. And again, leaning forward with a long torso to extended side angle. Inhale up to Warrior Two, and then release from the pose. We do everything the same on the other side. So depending on your stature, again, either use the full width of the chair seat or turn the chair on an angle and use the space across the corner. The leg is extended behind, there's softness in the knee. The front leg has the knee above the ankle, the torso is lifted, and now we open up the hip and shoulders. We open the foot to a 90-degree angle, lift our arms into T position, turn our head and gaze over the middle finger of the front hand in Warrior Two. We inhale, and then slowly turn the palm of the front hand over and lean back in Exalted Warrior, looking up at the palm above. Inhale, positioning T arms in Warrior Two, and then exhale, sweeping the back arm alongside the head into extended side angle. Inhale, align the arms in Warrior Two. Exhale, stretching the torso as you lift the arm and look up at the palm above. Inhale, align shoulders in Warrior Two, and exhale, long arm alongside the head, extended side angle. We go through Warrior Two again, back to Exalted Warrior. Inhaling, wide open chest, and exhaling to extended side angle. Inhaling to Warrior Two, and then release from the pose. From here, we're coming up to try Warrior Two, standing. Standing, facing the side of the chair now, we step forward with the leg that's closest to the back of the chair, bending the leg at the knee so there is some contact with the side edge of the chair. We keep one or two fingers on the chair back with a light touch. We extend the other leg back in a lunge position that's comfortable, and align the shoulders above the hips. The chest is facing forward. Now we open the shoulders and the hips to the side, open the leg, and the foot is at a 90-degree angle. We tee the arms out and then turn our head to look over the middle finger of the front hand, keeping the thigh of the front leg open. And now we are inhaling in Warrior Two, standing. Exhale, leaning back, lifting the front arm with the open palm to Exalted Warrior. And then we exhale, tilting a long body forward with the bent arm on the thigh, the other arm alongside the ear. Inhale to Warrior Two, and exhale to release. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Set up on the other side of the chair. The opposite leg is the forward leg now. with some contact with the bent leg and the side of the chair near the back. Align shoulders over hips, knee over ankle, softness in the back leg, and open through the chest as we turn the torso, open the hip, open the foot, and open our body. Now we gaze with T arms over the front hand, turn that palm over, exhaling back to Exalted Warrior, inhaling, align in Warrior Two, and exhale, sweeping the long arm over the ear to extended side angle. Inhaling up to Warrior Two and releasing from the pose. Now, seated comfortably on our chair, we're going to move into a stretch for the hips, seated pigeon pose. We'll cross one leg over in a figure four position above the knee with the ankle bone on the outside of that opposite leg. If this is not available to you, you may cross one knee above the other knee, or you may choose to just cross the legs at the ankle. If you're okay with bringing the leg into a figure four position, the knee is over the foot that's on the floor and that foot is stable. The figure four leg, now we have a tall torso, chest is open and lifted, shoulders are down and back, and we're going to be bending at the hip crease, leaning forward with a tall, neutral back. Our chin remains neutral to the floor, parallel to the floor. If you like to rest one hand lightly on the ankle, the other hand lightly on the knee, we inhale tall, and then as we exhale, we lean forward with an open chest, and we flex the foot of the figure four leg as we bend at the hip crease. Inhale, release the foot and sit tall. Exhale, flex the foot, lean forward, bending at the hip crease until you feel the wonderful stretch in the hip of the figure four leg. Inhale, stretch tall through the crown of the head, soften the foot, and then exhale, leaning forward with an open chest and a long neutral back into pigeon pose. Inhaling tall and then releasing from the pose. And we do the same thing on the other side. Figure four, the other leg, ankle bone on the outside of the opposite leg, tall torso, open chest. We'll be bending at the hip crease. Rest your fingers lightly on the ankle and on the knee. We inhale tall, and as we exhale, we bend at the hip crease, leaning forward with an open chest, flexing the foot of the figure four leg. Feel it in the hip. Inhale, soften that foot, sit tall, and exhale, flex the foot. Lean into this beautiful hip stretch. Inhaling, reaching through the crown of your head tall, softened foot, and exhale, leaning into pigeon pose seated. Inhaling tall, and then releasing from the pose. Sitting on the front edge of the chair now with wide knees, we bring the soles of the feet facing one another. We're on the side edges, the outside edges of our feet. The knees are wide and our hands are just inside the thighs or inside the legs, widening them out gently. Going to work on pelvic floor strengthening. So the pelvic floor and the diaphragm mimic one another. When we inhale, the diaphragm slopes downward, making space for our lungs to expand, and the pelvic floor also slopes downward when we inhale. When we exhale, the diaphragm slopes upward inside, compressing our lungs, and at the same time the pelvic floor slopes upward inside the inner channel of our body. So as we inhale, everything softens and opens, and as we exhale, it draws in and up the center channel. So the legs are wide, our torso's tall, our chest is lifted and open. We inhale softly, and as we exhale, we imagine the pelvic floor drawing up inside the inner channel of our body. Inhale, soften, release the belly, and exhale, the belly's drawing inward and upward in the inner channel of our body. Seated in neutral mountain pose now on the front edge of the chair, we're going to work a little bit with our feet and our hands. So we'll lift our toes, we're balancing on our heels, and we'll have our elbows into the side edges of our body. We're going to flare our fingers and flare our toes, and then squeeze the fingers, squeeze the toes. Inhale, opening fingers and toes, stretching. And exhale, squeezing, clenching fingers and toes together. Inhaling, flaring. Slowly exhale, squeezing. Inhale, opening fingers and toes, and exhale, squeezing fingers and toes together. Inhaling, slowly exhaling. Inhale, flaring, and exhale, squeezing together. Inhale and release. From our neutral mountain pose now, we're moving into the Rainfall fingers. We inhale and arms go up, above, and as we exhale, we twinkle all the fingers like gently falling rain. Inhale, lifting. Slowly exhale, all the fingers are coming down like gently falling rain upon the place beneath. Inhaling, elevating, and exhale, softly floating down with moving fingers. Inhaling, lifting ribs, lifting chest. Exhale, softly moving fingers. We're coming into our final pose of the chair yoga class. So sit back on your chair with your hips at the back. Allow your spine to be erect, your chest to be open, your shoulders to be down and back. Your arms are relaxed alongside the body, and this time the palms are up on top of the thighs. Our chin is slightly tucked in, and we're reaching through the crown of our head with a long neutral spine. And now I invite you to softly allow the eyes to close down. Begin to connect with that slower, deeper breath in and out through the nostrils. Our only job in Savasana is to relax, to release, to let go, and to soften. Connecting with the slower, deeper breath, letting go of any tension as we exhale, as we roll the shoulders down, allowing any tension to float away. And it's a short Shavasana now. We'll inhale, imagine we're sending oxygen to all our facial features. Pause, and then as we exhale, release all the tension in the face. Let all the creases be smooth. Inhale again, send more oxygen to the face. Pause, and bring your awareness as you exhale to the eye area. Allow all the muscles around the eyes to be released. Allow the eyeballs to float. Inhale again, send more oxygen to the face. Pause, and this time your awareness on the exhale goes to all the muscles inside and outside the mouth. Allow the tongue to float. Inhaling again, more oxygen to the face. Pause, and this time as you exhale, allow the jaw to become slack and released. One more long, slow breath, sending oxygen to the face. Pause, and as you exhale, release the crease between the eyebrows. Allow the crown of your head to be relaxed. Allow the eyeballs to float, the tongue to float, and the jaw is slack and released. Continue breathing slowly and deeply in a state of relaxation, riding a slow, long breath. Please join me now as we bow and say together, Namaste.